Well, today is day 329 of my journey to owning my very own comic book shop. For those of you that are new, my name is Joel Prentice, and I love comic books so much that I left a full-time job to pursue my dream of owning my own comic book shop so I can share my love of all things nerdy with all of you. And now every Friday, I do updates on what I am doing to help grow my business and open the doors on my very own comic book store. So let's go ahead and get into this week's updates. So this week, I did decide to make some big changes in terms of my content creation and social media outreach. And specifically, I'm going to be making a little less content in terms of my social media, but it's going to be much higher quality in terms of the editing and the overall material that I'm presenting. And just to give you an idea, today I have spent about 30 to 45 minutes on each TikTok that I'm making. So that means in the last 3 hours, I've been able to make 3 videos, but they are all actually amazing. And that is going to still be like my main pillar of content that I'm going to spend a lot of time working on. I do plan on still doing, fun posts, trends, things like that, specifically on TikTok, because that's where the majority of my audience is from. I'm sure that's where the majority of you came from. So I am going to continue to make that kind of content, but the really good stuff, the stuff that I'm really proud of and I want to use to bring in more people to this community, I'm going to be spending a lot more time on it. So it's going to be a little less frequent. And that's also connected to the fact that I have taken a couple of days off this week. I really have not been posting much. I've been pretty much just reposting my favorite content or videos that did really well, just kind of as a way of keeping the algorithm fed. But, I needed to take a couple of days. I've been going basically nonstop at making videos, making content, posting on social media for 329 days straight. I make content like 6 days a week, and I just needed to take a couple of days to kind of let my creative batteries recharge and everything like that. I needed to take some time off and take a step back and just kind of catch my breath because I've been going so hard, and I've, like many creators on TikTok and across social media, I'm starting to see a drop in my views, a drop in new audience members and things like that. So I needed to take a couple of days to kind of bring myself back, take a breather, kind of reevaluate, and I'm going to move forward making even better content. But like I said, it's going to be a little bit slower. I love making content. I love making videos. I love doing YouTube videos. I love doing TikToks. I love posting on social media. I love interacting with my audience. But it's important that you take a break and kind of allow yourself to recharge, right? I'm learning that it's important to have boundaries in terms of when I'm working versus when I'm not working. That's been a tough thing for me, not learning not to judge myself so much and learning to be okay with taking a couple of days. And so far for this month, sales have been really good. I've been focusing on posting very regularly on the GTX Comics TikTok page and Instagram page, and I do notice a correlation that when I am posting 3 to 5 times a day on those pages, I'm getting sales consistently every single day. 2 to 3 sales a day just from posting on TikTok. And it's, a combination of repeat customers, but a lot of first-time customers and new buyers. And if you are running an online business, it's really important to bring new customers in and work them through your sales funnel. So you want to think of building your presence online like you're building a web. And when people get caught in that web, you want to pull them back in till where they get closer to the middle and then they become a more regular customer, a regular person. I'm sure there's people that are watching this on YouTube right now that bought a comic book and then, through buying a comic book through GTX Comics, they found my social media pages and then found this YouTube, right? So it's all about keeping people inside of your funnel and building a community with those people. And if you want to help support, if you've never bought from me before, the link is down in the description below to go to gtxcomics.com and you can shop all the comic books. I have action figures, a lot of great stuff, and definitely sign up for the email newsletter. I do send out exclusive discounts and coupons as well as in-stock updates through that email. And then the last thing that I'm doing this week is I am working on my goals for 2022. As the year comes to an end, it's important to have next year's goals ahead of you and planned out. I'm working on goals for my business, for the G.I. Joel brand, for my personal life, and I'm actually working on writing them down because I've learned through this year of making content and growing this business that when you write things down, you are much more likely to achieve them. Things like setting up the private Discord for my Patreon group, building the G.I. Joel comic book collecting guide that's available down in the description below. I wrote them down first that I wanted to do them before the end of the year, and I got them done, and it happened very quickly, and I had a poster, posted it up on my computer on a post-it note, and I saw it every day, and I got myself to do it. I'm currently working on some goals for 2022, like, get monetized here on YouTube. I feel like I could do that by the end of next year. 100K followers on TikTok. I feel like that's a doable goal by the end of 2022. To have a certain amount in revenue, about $36,000 in revenue by the end of next year, because that would mean that is basically what I need to rent a retail storefront. And then for my personal personal goals, I'm actually doing one where it's fix one thing every week. You know, it's kind of a small resolution to make, but every week there's always something that you need to fix, right? It could be changing a light bulb, replacing the batteries in a smoke detector, and you just keep putting it off. So every week I'm gonna fix one of those things. And the other resolution that I'm gonna be taking up is the one touch rule. Every time you touch something, you don't let it go until you put it back in its rightful place, which seems like, you know, it might not be a super powerful resolution, but it will save time and help you stay more organized and more clean around your home. But just to ensure that I get these goals done, I'm actually gonna be putting them on a poster and maybe hanging them up somewhere behind me here or somewhere over here, somewhere where I see them every single day. I might even hang one up in my bathroom mirror, just so I'm constantly seeing these goals and it helps keep me focused. And those are just some of the things that I'm working on this week as we wrap up the end of 2021, which has been an absolutely incredible year. You know, we're at 329 days, we're getting really close to the 365, and I never thought I would make it this far. I never thought that I would go a full year without having a regular 9-to-5 job. It's not something that I thought was possible for myself. I really did not see it happening, but through trusting God and through trusting the process and practicing patience, you know, it has just been an amazing year, and I'm so excited to see what 2022 has in store for all of us. Well, you know, let me know down in the comments, what are you doing this week? What are you getting into this weekend? I would love for a chance to connect with you and get to talk more. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell notification so you don't miss any future updates or episodes, and I'll see you later.